So this is the first Excel task. Before starting, I want to show you something about very basic about the Excel. So first I want to show you the autofill function of Excel, how it works. For number, if I write 1 2 here and select both of these cell, then take my mouse cursor to here. You can see the little square there. When I take my mouse cursor here, you can see the small plus button. Then I click on the mouse and take this and copy down the cell. Then you can see that the number is copied serially, so it creates a sequence of the numbers. So this is the power of autofill functions. You can write one or two numbers and you can fill all the cells by copying down. So it can also work for different steps, like if I write here 10 20, so you can imagine what will happen if I copy down this. So you can see that it is going this way. And again, if I do this, I don't even need to copy down it. If I take my mouse cursor here and double click on the mouse, then you can see it automatically take a reference the left cell and automatically fill the other cells. So this is the power of the autofill functions. So you can write the serial numbers in another way using a formula. So the formula is equal sequence, double click on the formula. So rows, how many rows do you want the number to be? I want this in maybe 20 rows so that I can get 20 numbers. Then comma, how many columns the number should be? I think it should be in one column. And then you can see it is asking from start, from what number do I want to start my serial number. I would say it is be 1. And what should be the step? Step is the difference between the two number, like here 1 2, so here step is 1, here 10 20, so here you can see the step is 10. So I would like to say the step should be 1. Then I close the parenthesis and press enter. You can see automatically the formula has written all the cell, filled all the cell. Then I want to show you about this number tab. So here you can format your cell, like if I write here 1000, you can see it is custom, so I can format it as a currency like here. So now it is Indian rupee, but I can select here and change it into the euro. So now this cell is formatted as currency. I can also format some cells into date, like if I write today's date, which is 3 December 2025, and select here, it is automatically Excel automatically identified it as a date, but I can still change it to date. Where is the date? So here you can find the date option and you can select what format do you need from here. So I select this one. So you can see it is automatically formatted as date. And you can explore here. There are several formats like general, number, currency, short date, long date. We'll go to this slowly as when we are doing with our example. So for example, here is the tasks are given what we need to do. first basic concepts, cell reference worksheets. So what a cell in Excel is? So every tiny box you can see in the Excel is called as a cell. Reference: every cell has a reference. The reference is determined with a letter and a number. So you can see all columns are referred with a letter and rows are referred with a number. So if I take this cell, this is the reference of this cell is G and 2. If I take these cells, the reference of this cell is F3. So it is like this worksheet. So in Excel you can make a lot of worksheets. There is a small plus button here. If you press here, it will create a new worksheet. So I don't need it, I can delete it from here. So you can see every worksheets here. So the worksheets are those sheets on which we can work on. Formatting the cells. So let's these are some informations given here, and these are look very simple. So I would like to format it like a table so that it looks good. So first I want to my title be bold, so I can select it and bold it from here. I want this to have some background color. From here I can select a background color. Yeah, this looks good. I also want my this also in bold, and I also put them into a all border format. I want here a double line so that it can easily identify that this is the end of the border. And I want my total to be in another color, so I can select it from here. So this is the way you can format your cells. It depends on you how do you want your tables to be look like, and you can explore from here how do you want to format it. Okay, so we go to the next task, basic functions and formulas. So all the basic functions you will find here under this tab. If you press arrow, you will find all the basic formulas: sum, average, count numbers, max, minimum. Now we will work with this here. So totals. So totals means the sum of these cells. So I press here, I take my mouse cursor here, click it, and I click on the arrow button, click sum, and it automatically selects the cell. So I simply press enter. So it creates calculates the sum. Again sum. So I can again go here, press sum. So now you can see that the Excel didn't identify the intended cells correctly, so I need to select it by myself. So now it is selected, and I press enter, and I can get the sum of this cell. Then maximum, the highest number of this cell, highest number of this column. So here is the max, and I select the column, press enter. For minimum, I go again here, minimum, I again select the cells, enter. For average, I can go here, average, I again select the cells. For count function, I go here, count numbers, I again select the cells and press enter. So the count, it counts the number in the selected range. So now what do? I need these formulas into these cells also. And it is a very good thing about Excel that we don't need to write it again and again. We can just select the cells, you can just select all of them. We can take our mouse cursor to here. When the plus button appears, we click the mouse and simply copy the formula to the other cells. So Excel easily identifies which formula to be here, because this is a relative formula, and whenever I copied the formula to the other cell, it identifies what the relatives cells in the formula, and it calculates according to the formula. So this is done, and now we go to the example 2. So here is a long column, and I also want to format this table. I want to format this table. I can obviously use these things and to do it one by one, but there is another option which I can use for formatting a cell. So I select the tables I want to format. There is options for format as table. I can select here and choose a format, and I press. So it is now formatted in one click. So now what do I want to do in the cells? We need to calculate some of the values, calculate a deduction. So we need to calculate the total deduction. So there is deduction 1 and deduction 2. If we take a sum of this, we will get the total deduction. We go to the sum, select it, and we select what cells do we need to sum, press enter. So it is automatically done. And monthly net pay. So if we deduct total deduction from the monthly gross pay, we will get the monthly net pay. So I can write the formula. It's equal to monthly gross pay minus total deduction. Annual pay. So this is a for 12 month. If I multiply monthly net pay with 12 months, then I will get the 12 annual net pay. So equal, I select this one, I press multiplication and multiply it with 12. So it is done. So weekly net pay. So 1 year has 52 weeks. If I divided annual net pay with 52 weeks, then I will get the weekly net pay. So equal, I select the annual net pay, then divide it with 52. I press enter and it is done. So percentage of net salary to get gross salary. So how do we calculate percentage? We just need to divide it net salary to gross salary. So I select net salary, divided it with the gross salary, and I press enter. And then I select the cell and formatted it. Sorry, I need to do it again because I have to select the monthly salary. Equal, so this is the monthly salary. I mistakenly selected the annual net pay. Monthly salary divided by monthly gross salary. I press enter. So this is the percentage in decimal format, but we want it into percentage format. So I select the cells, and here you can see the percentage for formatting it in percent. I click on it, so now you can see it is formatted as percentage. So this is the percentage operation, then the exponential operation. So number, I can select the number here. I show it already. If I press 1, 2, I select both of these, take my mouse cursor here and copy down. The number is written already. Then for square, I press equal, I select it, I selected this sign, this is the square sign, then I click 2 and it is done. For cube, equal to, select the number, select the sign, 3 means cube, then the cube is calculated. Okay, so this is done. Now we can go to the example 3. Here you can see the hourly wage is given, hours is given, so we need to calculate wage. So how do we calculate it? If we multiply hourly wage with hours, then we can easily calculate the wage. Equal to hourly wage multiply by hours, and if I copy down the formula, so it is done. So overtime, the regular time is 40, I need to deduct this 40 from the regular hours. I select regular hours minus 40 and it is done. Bonus is 20% of the wage, so it's equal to wage 450 into 20%. So in this way, now I can also calculate the bonus then we will get. So the task of the example is finished, but I want to show you another thing from example 1. Like from here, the cost for all items are given. If I want that the maximum number, I already calculated the maximum number 6300 by all, by I want that the maximum number should always be highlighted in green color. So how do we do that? I select the cell, I go to the conditional formatting, I select top and bottom rules, top 10 items. From here I want the highest number, so it will be the top 1. Then I want the color to be green, so green field with dark green text, and I press OK. Now here the highest number is highlighted in green. I also want my minimum number, which is 30, always be in red color. How do we do that? I select all the cells, I go to the conditional formatting, I go to the top and bottom rules, bottom 10 items. So I want the minimum, so the bottom one, this will be the lowest, and I select red fill with dark red color. So you can see, so it is already highlighted in red color. If I change anything here, like if I press here 730, you can see that now 730, as it is now the highest number, it is selected, it is highlighted as green. So now I want this format in all cells. How can we do that? We cannot copy it down here, but there is another option. If I select it, I can copy this formatting here. Here this brush is known as Format Painter. I double click on it. Now my mouse cursor, you can see now it is ready for copying this format to the other cells. So I select it, and the format is painted here. The format is also painted here. The format is also painted in this cell also. So now I press escape button of the keyboard, and the format painter is gone from the mouse cursor. Now I can do my normal work. So this is all for this task. Thanks.